Welcome, welcome to Mental Block Z, or Zed if you're Canadian or British, or what do they say in Australia? We have an Australian member on this site. He should know if it's Zed or Z. Maybe he has a different way of pronouncing it. Zayed or something. Anyway, never mind that. Welcome to Mental Block, the block that's mental. And where the hell are we and what are we doing here and what has happened in the last week or so and am I crazy or is everybody crazy or what? Let's start this mess off by putting on the helmet and wearing the bread. Sponsored by bread. Where are we? What is this? Well, I found, I'm not going to put the map on, so it's going to be a little silly. I found a place, and this place was a floating island. And I was all excited about this floating island and the bouncing bed. Although I didn't have very much, I did manage to get some trees set up here. There were some creatures up here, and so I rushed putting up torches on the whole thing, so I got rid of the creatures. I started growing trees, but that was a mistake. I got trees in the 4 corners, as you can see. 3 of the corners are being unresponsive. And I started growing regular trees because of that. And I put in some cows and some sheep. And I even had, there's some purplish, or is it magenta, dye from some of the creatures, from some of these plants. And so I was able to dye them. Everything went well. I thought this is going to be wonderful. I was on my way back. I got tired of boating because I couldn't figure out which way to get back. The boating was terrible. And so I made myself an airship, which is right there. I had a couple of iron ingots, and so I was going to head back that way. And I started flying around, and I got up here, and hey, there's a floating island by itself. It's even vaguely oval shaped. And so the last thing I worked on was, I didn't finish it. See, I was going to come here, and I was going to get some water, but I didn't have any water with me, so I was going to go down and get some water, and everything was going to be wonderful and work really well. Oh, finished some chickens, which I don't need, so I put it in here. Magenta dye. See, I thought it was purple dye, but it's magenta. I would have preferred purple, but that's not important. There's all that I was able to take with me, all that I have with me. Let's take my extra bed. Let's take my extra table. You know, I should have waited until I dyed the sheep before making the bed. But I can make another bed now because I've got a supply of wool and a supply of wood. That's not important. I guess we'll be taking some of this stuff with us on our incredibly bizarro journey. Got another shore buffer. What do I want to take anyway? The dark oak saplings. I planted some dark oak saplings, but only one is grown. I don't know why the other 3 are not growing. I mean, I've got them. That's over there. Yeah, so let's just take some stuff. We don't need this. We don't need that. Might want to keep these here. I'm going to have to talk about what I found and what happened and how bad it really is. And why is the lilac? How do you get a lilac? How did I end up with a I don't know. Dark steel ingot. And I should probably take half the dirt. No, I should leave the dirt here. Don't know where I'm going to get dirt from. Alright, that's good. Now, I wanted to talk while I was heading back. If I can head back. I'm not sure if I can head back. I'm going to try and head back without looking at my map. Yes, he's got a death wish. Put the seeds back while we're at it. And no, that's fine. Put these back too. Okay. As you can see, it says here, welcome to the island of Dr. Wozo the Clown. As you can see, there's one of the areas below. And some fallen gravel from my area, probably. This area is open to the sky. The entire area is open to the sky around here and many other places around here. And yes, and so it is possible to get up here without having to dig up through a layer. And so we're going to head back. Now, I wanted to talk about what has happened to this server. Look at that, huh? What has happened to this server in the ages upon ages? Here it is. What has happened to this server upon the ages since I did my last episode of the video? For a couple of days, I went running around looking for some way to get back. I didn't. And then all sorts of crazy things happened. The main thing that happened was the little tiles kept messing up. And I thought it was because of the little tiles. I thought there's something wrong with the little tiles. And therefore, we have to be very bothered by the little tiles. It kept messing up Taco Redneck's. I still can't say it. And so I had to halt the server and then reload the backup. I'd only made it back up the previous day. These creepers just standing around. I was very happy that I did this. And then the next day, it wasn't a problem again, but there was another problem with some serious slowdown. And then there was another problem with this. Another problem with that. And then after a couple of days of that, then it was the little tiles were all messed up again. There were chunks that were generating as if there had been nothing in them. And I was upset. I was like, oh, I just fixed that, and I gotta fix it again? Look at that. You know what those black things were? You know what those black things were that you saw in there? Empty, and I'll get to that in a minute. So little tiles was messed up, and the chunks were messed up. And look at all this generating. I was furious. So then what happened? Oh boy, that was just horrible. And so then what happened? I had to fix it again, and there it is again. And I'm like, what is going on? And so now comes yesterday. And the big problem with yesterday, which annoyed... Oh man, wait, this isn't right. I'm having trouble figuring out. I gotta get around this somehow. Maybe a little higher up should be okay. So I get back from something. I log back in. I notice, hey, they had taken down the server. And I thought, well, it said maintenance. And so I thought, oh, they're just doing maintenance. And so I was very happy about that. Yay, maintenance. You know. But I get back, and everybody's still complaining. It's still down. And so I look at it. So what's going on here? The end had become corrupted. There was over 40 gigabytes in the end. And that was terrible because my limit is supposed to be 20 gigabytes for the entire server. And so I look, what happened? And I look, and well, it's not there anymore. They'd removed the entire 3D region part of it. They'd removed the entire folder, so I couldn't look at the end. Couldn't find out whether it was any good or not. You know, this is a really great video, isn't it? Where's all the picture of everything? There we go. Well, I would have had glass, and one of the things I was going to do is I was going to get some glass by digging some of that, but I didn't do that, so... Oh, nice! Love that. And so what happened was that this was right hot on the heels of 𝘽𝙠𝙖𝙡 falling off in the end, and he started falling a great distance, and they said, no, it's a great distance in the end. It's over 1.5 kilometers or kilometers, whichever you want it to be. And they said, no, you can't. So I just gave him up, and I just let him, you know, get out of there. But it was the next day. It was like, oh no, you've got this. It was like the next day, and Chunk's still not loading perfectly. I wonder. I really wonder. I really get upset about what has happened. So what was it? Well, I couldn't figure it out. There was no way that falling 1.5 kilometers, or however the Australians say it, could possibly have cost 40 gigabytes. And of course that was true. He said, no, it couldn't have been any more than a couple megabytes at the most. I agreed, and so I thought that obviously isn't what actually it was. So I thought about it, and it was just crazy. It was just all crazy. Looking at it, trying to figure out what it was. And then I remembered that when we fought the Ender Dragon, that we saw all those crystals, and I thought, you know what's going on? There's some kind of Viz thing. It's got to be some kind of Viz thing. It's got to be Thaumcraft is doing this. I would stick my life on the idea that Thaumcraft was behind it. So I thought the only way that I could ever say that this was okay, it was acceptable, was if it was Thaumcraft or something. And I was going to have to remove Thaumcraft. So I agreed something had to be done. It was a drastic measure. I said, we'll remove Thaumcraft. And so as you can see, those wonderful crystals that you see in the beginning of this episode, at the very beginning with all that stuff, now the crystals are gone. So next episode, I'm going to have to come up with new titles. But that's the least of our worries. Now how are we going to play Thaumcraft? I was counting on when I came back to my base, and by the way, that base back there, which dwindles in the distance, is 2.5 kilometers away. I do plan on going back there and building a tower. Don't know what kind of a tower. It'll probably be a small tower. At one point I was thinking, you know what would be great to have built there? Kami's Lookout. It looks just like Kami's Lookout, except for there's no buildings, there's no palm trees. It's a little too small for Kami's Lookout, though. Let's be honest here. So was I angry? Woo! Woo! Angry. So, wait, something's wrong with this. It's getting too close. Gotta go around that. So we've gotten rid of Thaumcraft, and it's upset some people. And I was like, I'm still not even sure if Thaumcraft's removal was the answer. We might still have a problem with bazillions of chunks being generated in the end. It happened before. Bazillions of chunks being generated, but it was like there were several mods. You got TC beta 13 when they're already up to beta 19, and who knows, by the time this gets uploaded it might be beta something else. But it was an older mod version and very unstable, and I have to say Cursed Flames, who did such a good job with the Thaumcraft add-on, which makes it work with loading the Viz and the stuff. So anyway, the point is there's two not fully tested mods, one of which is definitely unstable. And who knows, maybe Little Tiles is also part of the problem. I mean, I didn't know, but you know, I'd rather get rid of Thaumcraft and take my chances on if Little Tiles could still be made to work. And we're going to update Little Tiles if we can. And that's what I was going to talk about. Little Tiles could be updated, but if I do, I'll have to use, let me show you. Oh, can I press escape here? Okay. Mod options. All my Thaumcraft ones have been removed. But over here, there's Little Tiles 150. It's not a finished 150. Wait, I'm trying to find Optifine here. Where's Optifine? Is it they don't list Optifine here, or I just didn't see it? Well, you'll take my word for it that Optifine is in fact here. Wait, down, not up. Take my word that Optifine is not here, but what you should do is notice that Optifine is C9, and D1, E1, and they're working on E2, which should be out by now. Maybe not. Those Optifines work with the new Little Tiles, but not C9. C9 does not work with Little Tiles, supposedly. But I have to do my testing tonight. Before I can do that, I have to record an episode because I'm really, really messed up. How far down is this? Anyway, I'm just upset about the whole thing. lost. You know, that's too low. I have to go back up. And I'm going to get shot at, probably. Yeah, let's just go this way. I actually don't know if I'm going the right way, or if I need to go another way, or if I gotta do another thing. Not much I could really do right now about this. But I was furious. I mean, losing all this sleep over a mod that I have to keep trying to fix the whole thing, and it's not fixing, and why isn't it fixing, and what the heck is wrong with the server, and it's creating all these other things, and I don't know what's going on with too much of this or too little of that. Alright, so now Thaumcraft is gone. Today's update. I was gonna record, but I had to do other things first. And I came here and I looked, and I was like, oh look, everything is working in there, and I'm like, okay, that's it. You know, I saw that Minecraft had posted a picture that showed how to fix it so that at the end you cannot just keep falling forever. And I'm like, I am adding that to the server. So I added it, and it broke the Enderman farm, which means that they didn't build the Enderman farm, which I didn't even know they had. I knew they had finished it, but I hadn't seen it yet. They built it too high up. Why did they build it so high up? Uh-oh. Why did they build it so high up? I was so upset. So then what happened? Oh, so but I fixed it now. So now you cannot fall endlessly in the end. And that's awesome. So I was very pleased with that result, but now we've got the problem of I had to give them creative mode to fix everything. Now I am the only one online. Now I can actually go there and look at everything and see what's been fixed, to see how everything works. Is the dragon still there? That kind of thing. So that's what we're going to do today, is we're going to try to investigate everything that has happened. Hey, I found something! Somebody's been building here. That's not me. I may have seen that before, though. Also, you notice there's a lot of lighting up here. What is that? There's a lot of this going on. The lighting is from the crystals, which have been removed. I am so absolutely sure that I am near my place. This is really cool. Lots of little pillaring up here. Somebody has obviously tried to have a go at running this place here. What is with this place? Look at that. Okay, now this is just ridiculous. Uh-oh. 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 That was close. I'm having serious issues today. No, that's not pillaring up. That's just falling gravel. That's been lit up, though. Why does that look familiar? Oh, look at that! Floating mushrooms. Yes, there are not floating mushrooms because we used to have Thaumcraft trees, and mushrooms grew on them. But now the biomes have changed back to the old plains, I guess. And we've got the floating mushrooms. See, there it is. There's a block where it was. And that cow is in midair. What was that all about? Was the cow in a tree? And now there is no tree. Those are in midair. The cow would have taken damage. No, it didn't take much damage. Or could have, I suppose. Some of the colors look similar, but that's not actually the case. That's just the regular spruce forest, I think. This is driving me crazy. I have absolutely no idea if I'm anywhere near home. If I should go this way. Oh, wait. There it is. So I turn left here, and that should be about where my base is. And then we'll get in a boat so we can have some proper and faster travel. Here we go. Hooray! That was awesome. Okay, so today... Okay, so this is good. The sheep are slowly getting... The sheep and the cows are all better now. That's a very, very good sign. Little tiles, diagonals seem to still be functioning. I hadn't actually gotten around to building much with little tiles, just a few little things here and there. You'll remember this. The first thing I built in little tiles to cover up the obsidian. That's still there. That's all still there. That's good. Well, can't fault any of that. Little tile stuff is still there. Those are still there. Cauldron's still not there. I had gotten rid of it. Empty. That's still there, though. This is the one thing that is left over from Thumbcraft. Is this book. Great. Now, you want me to start singing that again? I don't think so. I gotta put my stuff away. And now I've gotta decide what I'm gonna do with that room. If anything. Look at all these things. Okay. Villagers have died. I don't know how or why. Villagers are gone. They are gone, and I am saddened by this news. Wait. Alright. Because I don't know who took them or what happened to them. Did they die when something happened? I don't know. And now there's this. And I'm just gonna go in there anyway. Oh, 3 signs. I'm just gonna go in there anyway. I gotta see what happened to the Nether. The Nether has presumably changed. The Nether is the same that it was. A couple of things have been removed. That's too bad, really. So here we go, leaving my base behind. Oh, I wanted to start. Oh, hello. Whoa, look at that lag. Did I type it? Man, oh man. Well, he is there. He looks like an ender chest for some reason. Wow, that was some blowback or rubber banding. I want to look at see what happened to Cursed Flames' base because he's lost the most stuff. He was the one furthest advanced in Thumbcraft, and so he's got a lot of stuff where he had a base. Yeah. Something weird with those bricks. What's with those bricks? Are they dark? They're chisel, aren't they? They're chiseled bricks, I bet. I bet they're chiseled brick. Is that a parkour? It looks like a parkour. That's weird. Okay, now what happened here? Taco left some mines. There they are. I don't think they've got TNT in them, but I don't want to run into it. But he's mined this place up. But this is the former location of his Air Force base, and it has all been gotten rid of and removed. This becomes important to understand later on. So there's still some little tiles at the location, but I've just been pushed back again. There's a boat over there again. I really do not want to be pushed back all the time. He's still left some of his fences, though. There's part of one of the fences. TCO means taco, and red is redneck, obviously. See, I wished I'd really thought of that at the time. It was rather obvious, wasn't it? Yeah. But that's what happens, is you're busy. I thought TCO was a military designation, total commanding officer or something. I don't know. This looks like it's intact. And what we have over here is a bomb with Taco's name on it. Is he worried that it's going to go off when he gets there? Oh, look at this. This was the location of probably some stuff. The location of one of those things from Thaumcraft, and then over here somewhere, or maybe it was over here, there was, like, somewhere around here there was one of those things with the pointy blocks. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, that's the concrete. Elevator. Going up here as before. Oh, I could go up further. I didn't know that. This hasn't been elaborated on, though. I presume he's working on it, because if you look up there... But let's not tempt fate. Should there be something over here, or do they let you drop off? Come on! People. And they're... Now, some of these things are blocks that are still there, and they don't load up properly, which is part of the problem. I'm beginning to think TC is causing additional... I'm sorry, not TC. Little tiles might be causing additional issues. But there doesn't seem to be any major problems, so we could probably discount that. There's probably nothing down there we gotta worry about. Okay. So that's that area taken care of. That is weird to have a sign just floating in midair. But I'll allow it. You can't really cause that to happen. Now, this has already been seen. This is missing its roof, so something is wrong. Somebody built something out of something, connected with something. Oh, and it's now block of charcoal by Chisel. Was this intended? I gotta look at older videos of this, or maybe I could just load an old backup of the map or something. You know, there's another thing. This is supposed to go 8. It just takes a while to load that. Okay, fine. Don't remember what that was connected with. But the bird used to be on the perch, and now the bird is not on the perch. The bird poop was over there, but now the bird poop is over here. That is very telling, and so something is going on. Somebody's pranking this place, I think. Oh, and I'm going to give you another torch, because I can. Yes, sir. I might even be glad to give you a boat, but you can make boats. Look at all this wood just sitting around here. Look down here, see what's changed here. Nothing. Nothing. I'm not going to even bother with all this stuff, because it's their stuff. Nope, everything's still here. There's no major problems. I wasn't done with spawn yet. I forgot. This has gone bad. It's a teleporter, but it's using... Well, the tiles are no longer based on the proper structure, the proper block anymore, so this has to all be changed. But it is all Ender IO stuff, and that seems to still be intact, which is a good thing. So that's good. Oh, and there were torches on these things. In fact, I think they were chisel torches. No, they weren't. They were, there was TC something. Well, I've forgotten. Completely forgotten. This will still work. Watch. Ha ha ha. Who's left? There's 3 open ones. That's it. New characters. Stanley Mines has a different name on the Discord. The Ezrin is still around. The Perexoid is new, and he's been having serious problems. Both of those 2 new ones, though, were the ones most affected by the problems with the end. Dark Enchanter hasn't been around. Booker DeWitt's been around. Desolate Pumpkin. Not familiar with that one. But we need to have... Our little setup needs to have more of these. So I'm going to have to... Maybe if I ever get any free time, I'll mess with it. Maybe. Now this... I think it looks different than it did earlier. I think it's using different colors now. But this is pretty much what it was earlier. And this is a reference to Blazing Saddles, but it's also a reference to something else. I'll explain. Governor William J. 𝙈𝙚𝙣𝙩𝙖𝙡 threw a toll. This was something in Blazing Saddles, and it was just being something. It was like comedy along the... There should be something on top of this, shouldn't there? But this was something... It was something very much like a Roadrunner Wile E. Coyote cartoon, which is why they did that sort of thing. The thing is, though, 𝙈𝙚𝙣𝙩𝙖𝙡 was a man in France who made his living in vaudeville by, shall we say something quite disgusting. He made a lot of money and he retired and... Alright, now this is outside the server limits. I mean the server limits. Outside the town limits. Server side limits. But I want to go down here before it's too... Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Oh, what do we have over here? I'm not sure that's the right color either. They might have changed that too, but that's pretty good. Something on fire? What's going on over here? What do you want? Better not attack me. Trees fell down. Up! Yep, he's going to attack me. Well, I need that string. There's a slow opening gate. What are these little piles all over the place? Are they like pressure sensor buttons or... It's not going to be poop, it's gray. Just little rocks or something? Or I don't know. These are nice. That's the wrong color. Looks beautiful though. Yeah, somebody puts up a tree. Tree is wrong kind of tree. Tree causes problems. I don't know what this is. I'm very sorry for these problems, but anybody is welcome to build to build something else, to set it up again. I'll give you creative mode so you can fix whatever it is. I really will. This isn't that bad though. Flower, fire. Looks like a candle. Might be the wrong color candle, I don't know. A tree with strange branches, that's very interesting. Bearskin rug is nice. Lord of the Rings mod, same thing. They even made it of wool, that's cool. Okay, I really shouldn't spend any time in here. I really shouldn't spend time in here. My point is, but we gotta look at this. We gotta look at this stuff. Close, please. Thank you. Now this is where the rocket was. What is all this? Stuff all over the place. This is where the rocket was. We'll put that there. I don't remember that being there. And there's some weird thing going on here. Some weird thing going on here. Did I break everything over here? This is horrible. That door doesn't open. It's not an openable door. Obviously, they want people not to come in. Still building it? Are they fixing it? Are they restructuring it? Don't know. No, it just looks like the regular thing. But now we're going to finally get to show you the base. Yes, the base! Going to finally get to show you the military base in all of its glory. Although we probably didn't finish it necessarily. We have to show it. We have to show it because we have to show people that it actually existed. That it's a real thing. That's interesting. Look at that. Give me another boat here. Off goes I. Arriving now at Taco's base. Look, sludge. What kind of sludge is this? Well, the answer is that it's lava, but it's been turned into toxic sludge and is not the same color. Which is a brilliant idea, is to make it look darker. There's a little bit of a green look to it, which is really cool. And over here we have docks. Unfortunately, my boat is not tall enough for those docks. Yeah, that's great. There's a boat right there. That's not my boat. Whose boat is that? I'm not sure we can get up from here. Wait a minute. We made it. This is cool. I prefer to come into this place from back here. Look at this. Here's the secret of how it works. It's a slope that goes a very great distance. This is exactly the sort of slope I probably should have used on my build, but I'm still not sure. I wasn't able to get it to work. There's the Dragon Wieners. We had that before. This is a newer version of it with a propane tank. Or refrigerant tank, which would have been Freon. Well, which is it? I don't know. Nice basalt. Nice boxes. I just love this kind of detail. Just look at that. Who else can build this? This is better than anything Chisels and Bits can do. And people use Chisels and Bits by the 100,000 downloads. And what do we have? We've got something I don't even know if there's any little tiles-based mods. Now this right here is where I've got the waypoint because this is a nice safe place to set up the waypoint. And I don't think anything's going to be done. That's not very good there. There are still a few problems here and there. But I have it set up just right. Now, over here, there's the bed. I should sleep in the bed. There we go. Still got the Bitcoin message, huh? I don't know what's in that. Look at that barrel. Sleep is for the weak. Weekend. Your horse is spinning. Sticky keys. By the Rolling Stones. Look at these pipes. They're just wonderful pipes. Mind if I... Have it. Thanks. More blocks. Every once in a while I see a colored block lying around. There's a reason for that. Look at all that stuff. There's lots of huge tile things. All sorts of things. Look at that. Not sure what that's supposed to be, but that's very interesting. Blast damage, perhaps? Get to see through that. These are actual functioning doors. Although I'm not going to spend time. Look at that. There's a fire symbol. Flammable means inflammable. What a country. Just look at this glorious majesty of a base. I've never seen anything so wonderful as this before. The attention to detail, it's a tiny little light for the room. There's lights there, there's this there, there's pipes like crazy. There's a block missing. I don't know what that's about. I've had to fix this base so often that I know a lot of it by heart. Just look at that kind of detail. Can you do that with little tiles, have little stretched out areas like that? And then it's stairs, and you can see through the stairs like that. What's the trick to doing this? Well, you do this in creative mode on a flat world somewhere that you make up, and then you can import it into this world. Although, look at that, look at that. I know, it's wonderful. The lights are just the right color. This is just so gorgeous. You could fall down there, so don't. Oh, I almost fell down there. Look at these beams. Can you have beams in any other mod that I know of? I cannot think of one. Let's see if he said something since I was... Nope, didn't. Okay. Kind of think drive a guy crazy. This is just so wonderful and glorious, and I'm getting some pretty good frame rate here. Little tiles really is one of the greatest things ever. This wall, what type of wall is that? Colored block, grainy, low. So it's just some kind of block that he put together out of those colors. Not a big deal. Really good. Not the best lighting there on the floor. You get these things. You see these things, and now you get to look at these things. And you're like, oh, I know what these are. These are those, whatever they are. Drinking water. Yes, so that thing going on in the background, that's a chisel thing. And so you stick the chisel thing in the background, you've got this grate in front of it. It's gorgeous, it's glorious, it's incredible. I don't think you'll be able to open that. Let's try to open it. No, you can't open it. You have to eat. More water tanks. Probably not actually got water in it. That would be weird. Look at all these things. All sorts of structures. I have no idea how it's done. I have to look into it. There's some basic drawers. I really don't like the drawers too much, but it's gorgeous. It's glorious. Look at the rivets on these things. It's just a block here, a block there. Bit of a hole in there. Yeah. Whoa! What happened to the door? Oh, I think I broke the door. What happened to the door? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Well, it worked. Not working perfectly. There is some fixing has to be done. Let's assume it opened and move on. I'd like to go into a different mode to be able to look around. Skeleton horse silo. Let's just look in there. This place is huge and I really don't have a chance to look at the whole thing. It moved open. Though what's through here? I think that's blank, so we don't have to go through there. I don't know what's on the other side of that. We gotta open this though. That worked a little better. Some duct work, very beautifully done. Don't know where these vents are going or what they're doing. It's cooling. He might know. He might know more about this than I do. It is just gorgeous and glorious and ram. It's really disconcerting how it disappears like that. They really should open more slowly. Maybe they can't open because of the nature of all those little pieces, parts to it. I don't know. Now look at this. I remember how big and important it was for him to set this up like this, and then it goes down like that. And he got it to go down like that. Was awesome, but yeah, it has to be like this. There was literally no other way to do it. Wiring is nice. Through there is another door. I don't think there's anything there. It's just there for show. Are we done? Oh no, we're gonna keep opening them. I gotta put back here. Oh, look, it opened part way. Interesting. Yes, computer banks. Look at this. Yeah, take that screenshot. That's awesome. It probably could use like a cord in the back or something, but that's not a big deal. I have no idea what these even are. These could be... Oh, these are for storing the tapes, I think. Although this isn't the... I don't know what a tape storage... I always thought tape storage was something else. Yeah, there's a room down there, and... Here we go. I thought at first this was a barracks, but that was unfinished. But no, it's just for storage. Places to put various things that go into storage. This is expertly done. This is as well done as... It's as well done as a Doom level, or maybe Quake 3. I mean, this is... Well, it's not as small as a Quake 3 level. Wait, how do I get back upstairs? I can't find the way up. It's weird. It all looks weird. It's over there. Oh, here it is. And you can see through there, but there's nothing on the other... There's nothing underneath. This is an expertly done thing. And if anybody ever wants to use little tiles for Minecraft, here you go. Here's Minecraft. Here's little tiles. You can join us on the server, and you can play around with this. I'm going to see if I can close these. Closes slowly. You go, girl. Maybe he's designed them so that they close slowly, but that they don't open. I don't know. Oh, I love that. They open slowly. Skeleton horse silo, but there's no skeleton horses in there. Unless it got out or something. There! And so this is 𝙈𝙗𝙣 back in his secret lair. The little tiles will have to be taken up next, and we'll be working on our base before we go back out to the floating island to decide what we're going to do there. Since I can't work on Thaumcraft, and since we're not going to have any magic mod for a while, we'll be doing some little tiles stuff if we can. Testing things out, checking all the things that are possible with it, and see if we can do any better ourselves. And I'm gonna grow fangs. I'm Bacula. I stalk the streets at night. And I want to finish this video already. Thanks again for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.